So these are the some of the decision making steps that we mostly do in the management. So I hope you can cover all the previous lectures, and welcome back to my next video. So decision making steps, as I already told you, there are some of the steps that every person should have to start, and always decision basically start with a problem. So what is problem identification? So how a person basically identify the problem? Like Nita is a sales manager, medical reps need new laptops, and there is some existing condition that all laptops have not doing this right thing. So Nita, that is a sales manager, she should have to buy new laptops for the efficient new laptop for the desired conditions. So now Nita has a decision to make. Effectively identification of a problem is important but not easy. Yeah, everything that we want to do and they look like simple but not easy. So there is a problem in the first principle of the management, that is problem identification. We should identify the problem first and then do the work on that problem. So identify the decision criteria. After we can evaluate the problem, we identify that what are the basically things our decision maker has done, and that a guide a manager to make a decision. Nita that decides the criteria, that is memory, storage, display, battery life, warranty, weights are relevant criteria in her decision. So basically these are the decision that Nita had to identify. Allocating the weight to criteria. In our example, select the weight of every criteria and then decide the priority. Let's suppose all the laptops that we used have a memory and storage function, display, quality, battery life, warranty, and carrying weight. So these are the some of the things that we have to allocate the weight if we want to solve the problem. I hope you can understand these things very well. So in the next, we basically scroll down. So development and developing of alternatives. So Nita identifies the different laptop as possible choices. Like as Nita is a sales manager and she needs a laptop for her company. So these are some of the choices that mostly she did. She developed alternatives like Toshiba, Dell, HP, Apple Book, Gateway, Lenovo. These are some of the different companies of the laptops, and alternatively they are listed, not evaluated. Analyzing alternatives. Analyze by focusing on the score of each criteria and then sum up the score. Selecting an alternative. This is a major step that we have. You should have to select an alternative which having highest score by summing up. And implementing the alternative, decision maker will see that the environment while implementing the changes. If not, then reevaluate the things. You should have reevaluate the things and then implement the alternatives. So now I hope you understand all these 7 principles. If you learn these 7 principles by heart, then you will be able to apply the 8th principle, that is evaluate the decision effectiveness. So that is the last decision making process. Decision maker will evaluate the outcomes if the problem was resolved. Like what the problem the Nita has faced. Yes, we have scrolled down and then scroll up, and then there is a problem that Nita has faced is to get the new laptops for her company. And how she evaluated the problem. She evaluated the problem by analyzing, by selecting, and by implementing the alternatives. And then how she evaluated at the last by checking what the thing has done effectiveness in her work. So is it problem incorrectly defined, then outcomes not good and outcomes not be achieved. So these are the 8 principles that Nita should have to follow if she want to get rid of all those companies and she evaluate the problems associated with the company. So I hope you can learn all those steps very easily. And this is the this slide is very important, that decision making step, that every decision start with a problem and then every problem can be covered by evaluate the effectiveness of that alternatives, and when evaluate and then implementing the alternatives. So I hope you can learn these things very hard, and if you have any query about all those things, then you should ask me in comment section. I will allow all the persons to comment at least I can answer twice or thrice in a week. So if you have any query, then ask me in the comment section. I hope you can learn those things very good, and we can see you in the next video. Thank you.